Russian fighter planes have long been symbols of technological prowess and military might. Yet their history is a tapestry woven with controversy, tragedy, and a dark past. From early days of aviation during World War I to the high-stakes tension of the Cold War and beyond, these aircraft have been at the center of numerous accidents, design flaws, and geopolitical dramas. Let's take a closer look at this incredible journey, filled with riveting highs and devastating lows. In the dawn of Soviet aviation, the skies were more turbulent than triumphant. Technological limitations and resource constraints significantly hindered progress. The Soviet Union initially lacked the advanced materials and manufacturing techniques necessary to produce cutting-edge aircraft. This reliance on foreign technology led to heavy dependence on reverse engineering, often from outdated or unsuitable designs like the German Messerschmitt Bf-109 and the American P-39 Airacobra. These were not mere acquisitions, but desperate attempts to bridge the technological gap. The centralization of the Soviet aviation industry under strict state control added another layer of complexity. Design bureaus like Mikoyan Gurevich or MIG and Sukhoi were under immense pressure to meet state quotas and deadlines, often resulting in rushed projects and compromised quality. The intense competition between these bureaus fostered innovation, but also led to redundant efforts and resource wastage. Despite these challenges, the centralized control meant that the Soviet Union could mass-produce aircraft to ensure a large defense force. However, this approach also brought issues like slower adaptation to new technologies and operational inefficiencies. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union, many of these aircraft continued to be used by former Soviet states, though financial constraints severely limited modernization efforts. During World War II, the Soviet Union faced the monumental task of rapidly producing aircraft to meet wartime demands. This often resulted in poor quality control, as the strained industrial base led to inconsistencies in manufacturing. Aircraft like the Yak-1 and the Il-2 were plagued with technical issues that required frequent field modifications, posing significant logistical challenges. Early in the war, Soviet aircraft such as the MiG-3 faced performance difficulties. The MiG-3 was hard to fly and performed poorly at low altitudes, making it less effective against the Luftwaffe's advanced fighters. But the winter of 1942-43, MiG-3s were withdrawn from frontline combat and repurposed for reconnaissance and close support roles. Another early Soviet fighter, the Polikarpov I-16, was an interwar design that became outdated by the time of the German invasion in 1941. Despite its earlier success in conflicts like the Spanish Civil War, it was largely outclassed by German monoplanes and was relegated to ground attack roles before being pulled from frontline service by late 1942. However, the Soviet Union quickly adapted and developed new fighter models that could effectively compete with German aircraft. The La-5, developed from the LAGG-3, was one such success. Introduced in 1942, it featured a more powerful radial engine, significantly improving its performance. The La-5FN variant became a formidable opponent in the skies over the Eastern Front, demonstrating its capabilities during the Battle of Kursk in 1943. The Yakovlev Yak-9 also played a crucial role in shifting the tide of air battles on the Eastern Front. Its lightweight frame and powerful engine allowed it to excel in various combat roles, from dogfighting to ground attacks. The Cold War era was marked by a frantic race to match and surpass Western aviation technology. This period saw significant technological leaps, but also numerous failures and setbacks. The introduction of jet engines brought new challenges in terms of reliability and performance. Early jet fighters like the MiG-15 and MiG-17 faced issues such as limited operational range and high maintenance requirements. These problems stemmed from the Soviet Union's emphasis on quantity over quality, resulting in a fleet that was numerous but plagued with mechanical issues. Several Soviet fighter aircraft faced significant design and operational struggles. The MiG-21, one of the most produced jet fighters in history, had a notoriously short range and limited avionics. The MiG-23, designed to be a versatile aircraft capable of multiple roles, suffered from stability problems and complex maintenance needs. The Su-27, while eventually becoming a highly respected fighter, underwent numerous redesigns and faced initial development difficulties related to its advanced fly-by-wire system and aerodynamic challenges. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 brought severe financial issues to the Russian aviation industry. The fragmentation of the industry and a dramatic reduction in state funding led to halted projects and delayed advancements. The MiG-29K faced significant delays and was only completed many years after its initial development due to a lack of funds. Similarly, the Su-34 and other advanced projects were stalled or progressed at a much slower pace than initially planned. After the Cold War, the post-Soviet era saw a brain drain, where many skilled engineers and designers left Russia for better opportunities abroad. This loss of expertise further hampered the development of the new fighter aircraft. The combined effect of reduced funding, loss of talent, and industrial fragmentation led to a period of stagnation and decline in Russian fighter plane development. Post-Soviet Russia has faced severe budget problems, significantly impacting the modernization and maintenance of its air force. For instance, the Russian Air Force, or VVS, experienced a sharp reduction in procurement budgets during the 1990s. This led to minimal acquisition of new aircraft and a dramatic decrease in operational readiness. In 1994, only 32 aircraft were produced, and by 1995, this number dropped to 0. Despite attempts to innovate, Russian combat aircraft production has been hampered by various factors, including reliance on outdated technology and the effects of international sanctions. These issues have disrupted supply chains, leading to challenges in securing necessary components for aircraft production. Operational readiness has also been a persistent issue. The VVS has struggled with low sortie rates and inadequate training. For example, during the conflict in Chechnya, Russian aircrews demonstrated poor performance due to minimal flight hours and lack of weapon delivery proficiency, exacerbated by severe fuel shortages and insufficient training. These issues have had long-term strategic impacts. The inability to achieve air superiority and the reliance on unguided munitions have limited the effectiveness of the Russian Air Force in conflicts. Despite the turbulent past, Russia is actively working on several advanced fighter aircraft projects with a focus on both improving current models and developing new ones. The Su-57 Felon, Russia's fifth-generation stealth multi-role fighter, is a critical part of their current plans. Despite some production challenges, Russia aims to have 22 Su-57s by 2024 and 76 by 2028. Looking beyond the Su-57, Russia is eyeing the development of a sixth-generation fighter jet. This new aircraft is expected to include features such as artificial intelligence, the ability to perform combat missions without human intervention, hypersonic speeds, and advanced radar systems. The Checkmate, or Su-75, is a single-engine, light tactical fighter designed to be cost-effective and versatile. It targets both the Russian Air Force and export markets, offering advanced capabilities at a lower cost compared to heavier twin-engine aircraft. The MiG-41, or PAK-DP, is a future interceptor intended to replace the MiG-31. It promises high altitude and high-speed capabilities, including the potential to counter hypersonic missiles. Russia's future air combat strategy includes integrating advanced drones and manned-unmanned teaming, or MUMT, operations. However, Russia faces significant challenges including economic crises, technological setbacks, and competition from other nations developing sixth-generation fighters. And there you have it, the thrilling, often harrowing history of Russian fighter planes. From technological struggles to geopolitical games of cat and mouse, these aircraft have seen it all. Their journey is a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of dominance in the skies. What do you think? Will Russia remain a formidable force in military aviation, or are its best days behind it? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content.